Namaste, good day, and greetings to all present here this afternoon. At ABH in Chatsworth, we are having a children's celebration of Heritage Day. It's a glorious day indeed to celebrate Heritage Day outdoors in the open sunshine. Is not sunshine our greatest heritage? Without the sun, there would be no life. Therefore, most cultures in the world offer their salutations to the Lord in the form of the sun. I call him Surya Bhagwan. Heritage is what we inherit from our past. That is why it is called Heritage Day. It is an inheritance. We can inherit wealth from our parents. That can make us comfortable. But does that make it a reason to celebrate the day as a heritage? No. Its significance is not of the order to be celebrated. For wealth can come and wealth can go. In itself, wealth has no lasting value. The inheritance of wealth is not a heritage. We inherit other things too. Many things, in fact. We inherit our language, the way we speak, our accent, the way we twist our tongue to utter the words. I will not be able to speak in Zulu the way the Zulus would. I have not inherited the Zulu tongue. We inherit a culture from our ancestors. That is an important reason why Heritage Day is celebrated. Why are culture and tradition so important? They identify who we are and where we come from. They remind us of the great heroes of our past who lived that culture and did great things because of that culture. So you may well ask, what is culture? Culture is all that has made the past worthy of being remembered. Culture is all that has made the past worthy of being remembered. Let us say there was a bitter quarrel in the family or a war within our community. That is not something that will fall under culture, for it is not worth remembering. If I do remember it as my culture, then you may well say that I have a bad culture, that I must wipe it off from my memory. That is what South Africans collectively did in the year 1994. At that time, when most of you were not born yet, we had inherited the culture of racial segregation. The people of South Africa got together in that year and decided once and for all that we do not want that culture which separates us according to our race. Why did we not like that culture? What was wrong with it? We did not like it because it made one race think that it was superior to another. So we collectively decided that that is not a good thing to inherit from our past. So that culture, that inheritance, was discarded by great people like Nelson Mandela, Albert Luthuli, Mahatma Gandhi, Ahmed Kathrada, Fatima Mir, Dr. Alan Paton, and many, many others. They all fought hard and finally were victorious in overthrowing this oppressive culture. That was such a great victory that today is a day when we celebrate that victory. That is one very important thing we learnt from our past, that we shall never again think along racial lines and look upon other races as inferior. that is now definitely a thing of the past. Now, there is also the inheritance of values that we gain from the past civilization. Firstly, we gain values from our parents just by living closely with them. We have faith in their sanity, and therefore we follow the values that they lived by. That is the way throughout the world. Secondly, we imbibe values from great successful people and civilizations. In the African context, we have the value called Ubuntu. It means, in simple terms, I am because you are. That means you and I owe our existence to each other. It means that I depend on you and you depend on me. That is a great principle to build up a whole civilization that is worthwhile. Ubuntu automatically means that I must respect you and you must respect me. And together we have something good to build up our civilization. So Ubuntu is a very great value to live by. It is what we remember on a day like this. If we remember it every day, not only today, we live the civilization. We live Ubuntu, not just remember it once a year. Oh, children of ABH, do you understand now how important our heritage can be? Then we have a heritage of music and dance. There are so many different ways in which we express ourselves in song and dance. The Zulus were very good at this art. The Indians too have a great tradition of classical music and art which they have refined to express the deepest feelings that can run through the human heart. All over the world, music and dance have become a precious heritage among people. Let us move on to the culture of analytical thinking, called science in common language. This has developed differently in different communities in the world at different times. In India, the art of thinking and discriminating was developed to perfection in the philosophy called Vedanta. In Europe, there was a time when they believed that the earth was flat. If you said that the earth was not flat, but some other shape, like a rugby ball for instance, you were likely to be beheaded. But the very same Europeans developed a scientific culture by which they were able to invent many things to make life comfortable. They developed it so much that they became very rich by using that knowledge. Unfortunately, they used it to make weapons like guns and rifles and tanks and fighter planes and warships. They made the lives of others miserable by tormenting them. People could not do what they honestly desired to do. So this culture of science, although it had a very good side to it, also had a notorious side. And that is why we ought to be very careful about admiring science. Yes, we do admire it for the advances in medicine and making water and electricity available in the world. But we are forced to dislike it for all the harm it has done to this world. Religion. Religion is also our heritage, especially for the virtues it teaches us. These virtues are a great part of our heritage. However, Like science, religion also has been misused and wars have been fought in its name. So here again, we need to be very discriminate what we accept in a religion and what we should reject. Religion will be pure on day one, but after a period of success, man steps into it and pollutes it. Many religions have that weakness. The moment a religion hates other religions, it is a sign that that has happened. Then we should be very careful about it. The essence of religion is to teach us to love all, not love only those who follow our religion. Heritage Day is a good day to become aware of these things. Now, beloved children, I think you have got some idea of what Heritage Day is and how to observe it. It reminds us to always stay with love and abandon hate. At the ABH, we have all races, all cultures, all religions, and so Heritage Day has more meaning for us than for many others. We stand together with all South Africans today to encourage that which makes people love each other and discourage that which makes people hate each other. Dear children, that is the message of Heritage Day. That is the heritage you can accept and pass on to your children one day. I thank you and wish you all well.